Rare images that'll make you say, damn, that's rare. This is an aerial view of the Kayur Falls, the world's largest single-drop waterfall located in the heart of the Guyana rainforest. The falls have a sheer drop of 741 feet, 4 times higher than Niagara Falls. Check out this land rowing exercise where participants need to have their movements in perfect sync in order to transport themselves across a distance. It is the ultimate team-building exercise. I was today's day old when I realized that razor sharpeners were a thing. This is a vintage razor blade sharpener manufactured by Siemens in 1938. Hold up a sec. What happens when your sharpener gets dull? Are there sharpeners? How do you even sharpen a sharpener? This video from the Tour de France shows the moment the police tackled a spectator after he illegally attempted to enter the race at the finish line. He got a broken rib and an 8-month prison sentence over a dumb prank. Whenever you feel like you're having the worst day, visualize this server collapsing an entire rack of wine at a restaurant in Russia, incurring losses worth $1 million for his boss, and then be thankful for your day. So this is unsettling. These are June and Jennifer Gibbons, infamously known as the Silent Twins, who spent 30 years of their lives choosing only to communicate with themselves. They both believed that one of them had to die for the other to truly be free. In 1993, Jennifer died from a mysterious heart inflammation, after which June opened up for the first time, finally speaking to her family. This rabbit is really being chased by a dog and is taking breaks because the dog is a bit chubby. You literally feel his smugness through the screen. This was American stuntman Kenny Powers' attempt at jumping the St. Lawrence River in a custom-built Lincoln Continental. He failed spectacularly, and the car crashed, dooming the stunt and leaving him with 8 broken bones and a fractured wrist as a souvenir. Check out this majestic view of a mother blue whale and her calf swimming in the ocean, the world's largest animal and the largest baby coming together to form their joint aura. So this isn't a scene from Andor. This is a rare peek into Russia's secretive Ladybug drone factory, where thousands of attack drones are mass-produced every day and used in its battle against Ukraine. Check out the unreal core strength on this guy spinning a hula hoop while suspended. He definitely has a happy girlfriend.
I wonder if he wants a sugar mummy too. My goodness.
Hey! Originally thought to be wiped out in the mass extinction event 65 million years ago, the coelacanth was rediscovered alive in 1938. It is a living fossil, unchanged since the age of dinosaurs. Their unique life cycle allows them to live up to 100 years with a slow gestational cycle of 5 years, leaving them vulnerable to extinction. This is a time-lapse of what a large superyacht looks like navigating the complex waterways of Lauderdale, Florida. Due to its enormous size, the yacht has to be under tow for safety and insurance reasons. Imagine needing a boat to tow your boat because it's too big. Nothing would prepare you for what happens next in this clip. Bro casually went from Sunjin Woo to Sunjin Woo, leveling up by 20 years. If you get that reference, I'll be showing up at your house at midnight to lock lips with you, and you'll like it. This is a side-by-side visual comparison between a professional swimmer and an average swimmer struggling against a strong river current. Can you tell which one's which? The Tibetan fox looks like a 4th grader attempted to draw a wolf from memory. These foxes often live on high-altitude grasslands, where their unique head shape helps them withstand the plateau's high winds. Check out the high voltage generated by the propulsion of these twin blades. The blades are rotated solely by electric forces, and their surrounding air is stripped of electrons, generating plasma. This was the moment a skier triggered a small snowslide while skiing in the Pyrenees Mountains of Andorra, almost engulfing both herself and her canine friend Kim. This football fan went viral for holding a motionless pose, a gesture of passion and resolve throughout the 90-minute duration of the game, never breaking character until his country's team was defeated. Check out this cool watch shaped like a coin. The Rolex Cellini coin watch was a limited 1970s timepiece concealed inside a real gold coin. It is now an extra rare, valuable collector's piece. This is a slow-motion view of a ladybug taking flight. The dotted forewings are mainly just ladybug aesthetics, while the underneath pair are used for flight. No idea why she hits the Superman takeoff pose, though. This eerie photo of 2 brothers on Morro Rock in Sequoia National Park was taken mere seconds before they were struck by lightning. The brothers narrowly survived with 3rd-degree burns, but lived with severe health complications. This is what a patient living with an artificial heart looks like. The ventricular assist device is used while waiting for a possible heart transplant. It is a mechanical heart pump that temporarily replaces a failed heart until a heart donor is available. These rare Brazilian jewel tarantulas are one of the most colorful spider species in the world, characterized by their iridescent hues of green, blue, and pink. Unlike most species, these guys are arboreal and reside in the Atlantic rainforests of Brazil. It took me a minute to realize this wasn't a UFO. This is an innovative airborne turbine system developed in China, designed to generate electricity at higher altitudes where wind currents are stronger. This is a rare sighting of an American crocodile in brumation, a survival technique where they remain in natural stasis, sticking their snouts out to breathe and survive with an extremely low metabolism when surrounding temperatures drop below 13 degrees Celsius. So this isn't Baba Yaga's hut. This is a real Norwegian engine structure, often used as a storehouse in their farmstead. It is elevated by large tree trunks, making it inaccessible to pests and allowing the regulation of internal temperature. A group of Italian researchers created this vine-like robot capable of growing by 3D printing itself in real time, continuously extending across space in response to gravity and light. I know exactly what you're thinking, ladies. Don't. Watch how this brilliant octopus demonstrates its unique problem-solving abilities by successfully unscrewing the lid of its confinement from the inside, employing its flexible arms and powerful suckers. This is the modernized process of creating Idokico, a traditional Japanese craft that involves carving intricate patterns onto glassware. These patterns are made without detailed sketches and mostly rely on raw skill. The Idokico is characterized by its brilliant luster, colors, and deep cuts that refract light like a gemstone. Enjoy this satisfying montage of ice agents ironically slipping on ice during an operation in Minnesota. My heart genuinely goes out to the people being wrongfully oppressed in Minnesota. May justice be served. This is a recording of Wesley Williams, the world's record holder for the tallest rideable unicycle, towering at an astonishing height of 31 feet 10 inches. This is a stunning close-up of a granular glass frog, a unique species built like nature's own gummy candy. They possess glossy, translucent abdominal skin, perfect for green leaf camouflage. In Kamchatka, Russia, it snowed so much that people were jumping out of buildings without injuring themselves after a record-breaking blizzard accumulated up to 16 feet. Check out this cool electromagnetic accelerator that generates the illusion of perpetual motion. In reality, it converts electrical energy to kinetic energy while demonstrating electromagnetic principles. This is the remarkable process of inner painting, a traditional art form in Jingdezhen, China's porcelain capital, combining calligraphy and painting to weave intricate designs on porcelain vessels. It is a highly demanding technique requiring immense precision, as one mistake can ruin the entire piece. So this is hilarious. Hauko, a Japanese silverback who loves spending time with his kids, routinely abducts his kids from their mother because his partner doesn't allow it when they're too young, initiating a harmless, playful chase from her. He has done this with all three of his children. A photographer captured this incredible shot of 3 sea turtles stacked on top of each other at Ningaloo Reef in Australia. I had no idea these little guys could get their freak on. This happened on the baggage carousel of an Arizona airport, and either someone forgot to properly secure their luggage or TSA's poor handling strikes again. Could you technically say the deer escaped? This is a poker bot farm where multiple bots sit at the same table and share their cards to collude against humans, exchanging card details to gain an unfair advantage over human players. And this is why nobody should play online poker anymore. This was the historic moment when 13-year-old Magnus Carlsen got bored while facing the legendary Garry Kasparov at the Reykjavik Rapid Tournament in 2004. And just to clear things up, getting up and walking away from the table during a game is not a sign of rudeness. These matches can last hours on end, so it's pretty natural to want to stretch and get revitalized a bit. It took me a minute to realize this wasn't the top of a mountain or something. This recording was at the Gunnavair Hot Spring, the most active geothermal area in Iceland, featuring boiling temperatures exceeding 300 degrees Celsius. Check out this breathtaking enhanced photo of the aurora borealis viewed from the Tombstone Territorial Park of the Yukon, Canada. This is a hairless baboon living with alopecia. Imagine waking up to this in the middle of the night. Instant nightmare fuel. Exactly what I imagine the chupacabra looks like. This animated map illustrates the total history of migration on Earth, detailing how humans spread across the globe over hundreds of thousands of years ago, with early expansions originating from Africa. This is a pretty gnarly time-lapse of a ghost mantis feeding on a cockroach. Man, I never thought I'd ever feel sorry for a roach. This is also how I find out that mantises are naturally carnivorous, and that green doesn't always mean herbivore. These are more clips from Russia, moments after the snowpocalypse last week, the heaviest snowfall recorded in over 130 years, submerging cars, trees, and low-rise buildings. I wonder how they're going to dig through this. This clip of a miniature Highland cow might just be the cutest video on the internet today. The little guy's so fluffy, he looks like a stuffed animal. If I could build one of these myself, trust me, I'd build a new one every day. I want these little ear singers to see me as the second coming of Palpatine. Or is that the third coming? How many times has Palpatine died again? This was the moment the Doyon 26, the largest drilling rig in America, tipped over on the north slope of Alaska while being transported to a new site. So this is how hornets are eradicated in New Zealand. A tiny transmitter is attached to a captured hornet before release, leading the officials to its colony. The nest is then destroyed to prevent further reproduction, as they pose a serious threat to New Zealand's ecosystem. These photos of Alex Honnold were taken after his ascent to the top of the Taipei 101 skyscraper. Honnold completed the historic climb without any safety harnesses or gear for a Netflix live special, making him the first human to ever solo the 101-story building. This is seriously insane. I can't even get up to the top cabinet to hide my wife's dildo. This video captures the moment between a dog, specifically a retriever, and its wolf ancestors. This mother mother bear trusts this guy enough to leave her cubs with him as their babysitter while she goes hunting. Hey, my dad did the same thing with me. Mom says he's been looking for milk for 70 years now. He'll come back, I'm sure of it. This clip of a friend group in St. Petersburg, Florida, losing their marbles after mistaking a dolphin for a shark cracks me up something devious. Man, nothing really beats a Jet2 holiday. There's something really soothing about this video I can't quite place. For context, this duck needs to wet its food for easy ingestion, and in doing so, it provides the fish with enough leftovers to feed on. This is a colorized X-ray of a pregnant turtle taken for standard assessment after she was hit by a pedestrian's car. Man, this has to be the most horrifying fish I've ever seen. The wolf eel is a large, elongated species native to the North Pacific Ocean, and contrary to its name, is not a true eel. Kinda looks like that one Hollywood actress we're all thinking about. In Belgium, there is a bike path called Cycling on Water. The path is submerged in a lake, and the water surface is at the cyclist's eye level. Pretty cool, huh? This is an image of an icy phenomenon called hoarfrost, caused by the direct formation of ice crystals on a wiry surface after hitting temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius. Watch how this 10 million ton iceberg drifts dangerously close to a remote village in Greenland before being slowly pushed away by strong wind currents. Man, we really just can't catch a break from the ice. This footage from 2005 shows the infamous emergency landing of JetBlue Flight 292 after a failure of the landing gear. The pilot circulated California for 3 hours in order to burn off fuel and reduce its landing weight before pulling off the historic maneuver. The heat index was 110 degrees, so this guy was offered a cold drink. He went for a full body soak instead. Fun fact, frogs absorb water through their skin and cannot rehydrate through their mouths. Watch how this teacher demonstrates the concept of static electricity using a Van de Graaff generator, which spreads an electric charge through his body, gently repelling the cups on his head. I gotta give hats off to this teacher. Definitely wish physics was this fun back in high school. I laughed so hard at this, and it wasn't the reserved laugh either. No, I had snot and drool flying everywhere. It's just so perfect I could watch it 1,000 times and it'd still crack me up. If this made you laugh, then subscribe too.